It's the USA in blue serving, Brazil in white receiving. This for a place in the semi-finals. And it's a must-win game for the USA here at the FIVB World League Final Sixes at this magnificent Turon Arena in Krakow, Poland. And an error for Isaac, the Sada Cruzeiro player, not combining well with his club teammate, William. First point then is for the USA, but the second point is for Brazil. It's going to be really interesting to see exactly how this second string Brazilian unit will deal with the USA's best players, and whether or not the likes of Sergio and Lucas, Wallace, Bruno might well be called out onto court, but it certainly won't be with that kind of play, will it? It's a belter from William. He is a quality setter, William. Don't take anything away from him. It just so happens that there's another quality setter who's been keeping him on the bench in the form of Bruno. Had the pleasure of going to the World Club Championships in Betim in Brazil at the home of Sada Cruzeiro, with William running the show for the team. Isaac playing Wallace as well. And they won the tournament. That was a few years ago now. And it's really good to see him having made his way through and into the national team, even at 36 years of age, showing what a quality player he is. And certainly a really good backup for Bruno. And I guess if he was a little bit taller, who knows, he may well have been the starting setter, as he finds Maurizio behind him without any difficulty at all. And now it's Maurizio who goes to serve. Douglas and Isaac not getting across the net quickly enough. The USA know exactly what they have to do in this game, and it's a pretty simple scenario. They have to win, but it has to be either 3-0 or 3-1. If it's 3-2, then they're going home. And that was a very impressive hit, wasn't it, from Isaac? Over the top of the middle block of the USA. Isaac Santos, as I said, the Sada Cruzeiro player, along with Wallace and William. But he touches, it says here, just 339 in spike. I think they've taken that down a notch for him. As it says, Adair touches 360, and he's above the height of Adair in the middle, although he now gets a little bit of a rest as he's replaced by Brendel. Adair unable to keep that one in play. William was miles out of rotation, wasn't he? The ball hadn't even been touched before he was already at 2. Vandro slowed down. Anderson. Good lead by William. Good reactions by Brazil. Good up by Shoji. Russell gets it away. Sander was underneath him, and Russell just popped up wet yet. Got it. The tip was well dealt with, but then Brazil out of position. Sander was going to volley it over until Russell went over the top of him like a NBA All-Star. You may just have been able to hear some Brazilian fans shouting on the net from Anderson's serve. I think they meant to say in the net. Good up from Evandro. He's out of the play, though. Douglas waiting. But he's blocked big time. Just 21 years of age, Douglas. Plays for Sessi in Brazil. And this is, well, first time out for him at a big tournament like this. Great hang time from Adair. Massive wingspan Adair has. You see him opening up and then just coming in. Watch his arms. Massive wingspan. And then somehow he's cut that right through the block of Holt. Well, if you're just tuning in and watching this one and seeing the players that Brazil have, you'll be thinking, wow, USA should take this set pretty quickly. But USA only have a 2-point lead, but we're not quite going to a technical timeout just yet. There's a challenge.
No net here. I'm telling you, no net. The machine doesn't work. No net.
They've called. Well, that's interesting and actually really good from John Spiror, because what he said was, he said no net, but the wrong button's been pressed. John Spiror said, no, I agree with you fully. You said no net straight away, but the machine is wrong, or the machine made a mistake. And again, John Spiror is backing up Bernardinho here straight away.
How can I go? How can I go?
But what's happened is it's gone for block touch.
Every time. The machine's wrong every time.
What they're saying is they press so...
All the championship. All the championship.
Well, there is a net touch there, isn't there?
Think a little bit. How can I go? No touch. You're blocked. Come on!
All the time. The machine. All the time.
Well, Bernardinho's getting really upset, and actually, if he'd have seen the replay, and then he'll see the fact that Maurizio was in the net, he's going to be doing some apologising later on to the referee. Referee's got it spot on. Now, the problem is, the tablet, you're allowed to challenge ball in, ball out, block touch, antenna touch, and foot fault. But if you press the wrong button, you're stuck with that challenge. So they wanted no net touch, however, they pressed the button for block touch. And that's the problem. There you go.
No more. It's wrong. I check it. No more. Okay.
Well, the referee's saying that's it, that's the end of that. But the trouble is, though, Maurizio, number 19, needs to put his hand up, needs to go and say, I'm really sorry, coach, I actually touched the net anyway. Not that that's ever going to happen. So Brazil are a challenge down. And they're also 2 points behind. And now it's a foot fault. Evandro's taken off on the 3-meter line. Evandro plays his volleyball in Japan for Suntory Sunbirds. One of the few players who doesn't play his volleyball in Brazil. Bruno plays for Paulo Volley Modena along with Lucas. Those two play together in Serie A, the champions of the Italian league this year. Famous player playing for them is Ankapeth. Bernardinho's having a little chat, getting upset with somebody else. Well, he was really cool, calm and collected in the first game. There was hardly a peep out of him. Well, the serve dealt with from Adair. And it's Anderson who gets that ball away to the baseline. Oh, good serve. Maurizio and Douglas both trying to take it. It was hit so quickly, though. Very difficult to make a decision. It was right on their shoulder line. Oh, dear, Maurizio's reaching. That was Douglas's, wasn't it? Hashtag leave it alone.
Ali, deixa ele sair da linha lateral aqui, tá? Tá, a bola subiu mais, chegar sem passar lá, mais cadência. Mais cadência, com calma no bloqueio nas bolas mais altas ali, tá? Os caras do governo sacando aqui, vamos voltar a sacar, estamos quebrando também, estamos com chance ali, tá? Cuidado aqui no fundo lá, tá a bola perfeita ali, tá?
Deixa a bola jogar, vamos pra cima. Tem um reado só para aí.
Well, some of the action from the super slow-mo cameras being used here, really adding to the enjoyment and the excitement. And those of you who like to see that kind of thing, well, you couldn't wish for anything more, could you? Very nice. William with a what's best described as an E-quick fast ball out wide to Maurizio, stretching the USA block. Vandro into the front row now as William serves. David Lee gets that one in on the sideline. Oh dear, that's miles out. But they're not going to challenge it. It was too late. Maurizio with the serve. A serve for Maurizio. Brazil just 2 behind. Very good serve. Can he do it again? Lee hitting the same ball he hit last time. He got away with it first time. Not, though, on that occasion. And a timeout called by the USA. Brazil back to within 1.
I want to make sure. Hey, I want to make sure one of you guys. I want to make sure one of you guys.
No, I can definitely go along with it.
Like there's 2 guys. Keep up that. 1, 2, 3. Hey, keep time and no such a big angle.
Well, we're seeing some fine setting displays, aren't we? And I know that for those, there's some of you setters will be watching there. In particular, I know Luke Wiltshire at home watching from where in the world and enjoying what he's seeing, and no doubt learning as well. Well, that's a face and a half, isn't it, from Bernardinho? Top dig from Brendel. It'll stay in play. Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the Brazilian bench going crazy. I'm sat right next to the subs pen, And as the rally developed, they got further and further out of it until I had to actually watch the monitor to see the rally finish. And then seeing it again in slow motion, even better. Maurizio. God, what a serve. Sander just getting his body in the way of it. Oh, it's one of the biggest blocking combinations Brazil can muster. And it works perfectly, doesn't it? Evandro and Isaac just saying, And Anderson is rejected. What we're seeing here from Brazil is just what strength in depth they have. The fact that they now have the lead against the USA's strongest team. And they're increasing that lead. Add into the fact as well that Murillo isn't even in the squad for this one. He's here with the team, but he's being rested. Yeah, it's very impressive indeed. And look at that run of points from the side out at 9-12 down to 14-12.
Find ways to side out on this row until we get into a better rhythm with it, okay?
Hey, we're passing all right. Let's side out right there.
You can mix it up with a gap if you want to mix some stuff up a little bit, or
Here we go.
you can do that to overload the side. Because they're probably going to release it anyways.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, USA!
Keep that.
Well, interesting from John Spiror. I wouldn't say he doesn't have any ideas about what he's doing. Obviously he does. They know what they're doing. They've got a game plan, and I guess it's just the language that's being used if you want to mix it up and you want to try something different, as opposed to saying perhaps, as some coaches might say, well, think about doing this, think about doing that, or actually I want you to do this, or I want you to do that. Language and the way it's used, very important. And then how it's received and how it's dealt with. But ultimately, that particular timeout did cause an issue for Maurizio. There's a study being commissioned by world-renowned coach Mike Lebedew about the effectiveness of timeouts. Are they any good? Do they do anything at all? And one thing it did find out was they are all taking a relatively similar time when there's a -2, 3 and 4 points difference. And particularly 21-23 is a classic for calling a timeout, as we see neither player able to get that one. If you want to know what the conclusions to that study are, then you need to go and look it up. You can get involved and find him at Home on the Court on Twitter. Good up by William. Good chase from Douglas. Free ball now for the USA. 3 attackers available. And Lee comes in on the C-quick. Excellent work from the USA. They're having to work hard, aren't they? They are still, however, 1 point behind. Well, Brazil only have one challenge left. They're going to challenge that ball in out. And we're going to find out whether or not it was in or out. If it's incorrect, then Brazil have no more challenges left in this set. Here we go. Oh, it hasn't caught the sideline. And that's it. Challenge is gone for this set for Brazil. Brilliant pickup from Christensen and from Maurizio. Oh, Brendel gets one right in the chest. Tattooed by that ball. And at the technical timeout, the USA lead by 1.
Defesa lá, defesa lá. Essa bola mais alta, chegar um pouco mais inteiros lá. Dar um pouco mais inteiro na bola alta, segurar um pouquinho mais lá, tá? Bola mais alta, boa bola, de novo lá. Atenção.
He's away, guys. Yeah, whatever. I think he's more body, so if he comes in this way, so this way, if he comes in this way, so okay. You know what I mean? Nice job, man.
Hey, a little more fire than man, bro. A little more.
Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Block slowing the ball down, which is exactly what the USA wanted. Well, there's no challenge available, unfortunately, for Brazil as to whether that's in or out. Doesn't matter. Call's been made. Perspiration now being cleaned up. Well, the USA are doing enough at the moment, aren't they? They've got themselves 3 in front. It doesn't really matter how they get it done, they just have to. Well, Evandro was miles off the net.
Jogou boa, bem na tua boa, tá? Pode ir, tá? Que ele vai jogar um pouco, ok? Boa bola. Ei, boa bola.
Evandro, tá chegando bem 70, um pouco mais dentro, o bloqueio da parte ali. Tô tentando jogar pra 1, mas tá muito longe de mim. Só um pouquinho dentro você vai pegar.
Well, Douglas is the weak link for Brazil, and the USA are exploiting it. Front court swing hitter being pinned, and he's gone up, and he's not a great deal of thought in this one. I mean, the greatest of respect to him, he's just gone and hit the way he's going as the 3 blockers instead of trying to go block out or cut it on an extreme angle. So William goes to the middle. Big Red puts it down. Double substitution. Evandro off, William off, Bruno and Wallace come in. Wallace into the front row, Bruno in to serve with his New Forest green shoes on. Nice up from Douglas. Maurizio gets the block out. Bruno with a little piece of wizardry to give Brazil the point. Oh, what a swing. Mr. Anderson. All that movement in front, and look at that, all 3 blockers were nowhere to be seen then as it went back to Anderson. Great piece of work from Christensen. Douglas was the target, but there was a lack of accuracy. Douglas now will go back to serve. Well, he's a wiry, springy character, is Douglas. Still, though, learning his trade. A little bit inconsistent. Got a feel for Lipe, actually, number 12 for Brazil. He was in London for the Olympic Games warm-up tournament. Didn't make the team for the Games. He's here now with the team again. But the second six-setter on doesn't include him in it. 14 players here, 15 players here, really. But only 12 will get to represent their country at the Maracanã on home soil. Will Lipe be another casualty of that? Of the strength in depth, although you get the feeling, don't you, that Douglas wouldn't be going. Oh, brilliant halt with a jolt through the middle. Halt, I suppose, really, with a lightning bolt. Bang, brilliant. You've got to love Wallace and his approach. It's a little step and like a plyometric jump, really. It's not your full-on left, right, left. But now there's no recognised setter on court for Brazil. Bruno has come off. Evandro's come in to replace him. And the front row now of Isaac, Evandro and Maurizio is just enormous. If they get this ball into transition, they'll try and get it to target one behind the 3-meter line so Brendel can make a set. Although it doesn't matter, Wallace fluffs his line, so he'll be coming off to think about that missed serve while William takes his place. That's a brilliant pass. Well, that's why Douglas has made his way into the national team at 21 years of age. He was so quick, Christensen couldn't react in time. Maurizio with a serve for Brazil. Nice up from William. Good reach by Douglas. Both teams out of system at the moment, and Evandro makes a huge block on Anderson. The Brazilian opposite gets better, the better of the USA opposite. Now it's getting tasty, isn't it? USA need the side out to bring up set point. Brazil want the point to level the set at 23 all. What's it going to be? Oh, it's an ace serve for Maurizio. That's what it's going to be. 23 all. USA on the ropes. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? What a serve. Can he do it again? answer is no, he can't do it again. Lee pounding the sideline once again. And now it is set point for the USA. Well, it was always going to go to Evandro, wasn't it? If it wasn't a perfect ball in, no way it would have gone to Douglas. And only would have gone to Isaac if he was up earlier. Evandro's done well. 24 all. First to get 2 clear takes the set. Well, that was a wild one, really, from Isaac. Set point number 2 for the USA. Well, they take it. It's a massively important set win for the USA as they lay down a marker. They have the first set, they need 3, and they cannot allow Brazil any more than 1. So far, so good then for the USA. The fans in and enjoying the volleyball. It's 2 of the top teams in the world of the sport. Really duking it out. And the USA had to give it their all, didn't they? But you have to do what it takes when required. Certainly the USA managed to do that. Well, more of the same required for the USA. No matter who is in front of them, they know they need the 3 sets. They know they cannot allow Brazil any more than 1 set. Brazil not making any changes. Continuing with William, Evandro, Eder, Isaac, Douglas and Maurizio. And there's no changes either for the USA. Or is there? They're looking at the rotation. Have they put it in incorrectly? There's no paper copies for the World League finals. It's all done on tablets, all done electronically. The second referee's just having a chat with John Spiror. If they've got the rotation wrong, they just have to make a substitution. Or they'll have to be... One thing they don't want to have done, though, is to have put, for example, Christensen right next to Anderson. That could be disastrous. Now the second ref, though, is having a chat with Bernardinho. Oh, to be a fly on the wall.
Thank you. Sorry to miss the right thing.
Appears to be all good now. William with the serve as we get the second set underway. Oh, just brilliant. It gives you goosebumps when you watch plays like that. And credit to David Lee as well. Passing middle hitter. Then coming in, holding Isaac. Evandro drifting across and a free swing at 4 for Russell. Maurizio with the softly approach. It sounded a bit like a flock of seagulls then. Screaming for touch, 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 touch. It wasn't given. It may well do, though. And in fact, Anderson's already off and ready to serve. He knows it's already been signalled by the ref. Massive touch from Douglas. And so the USA have the point and the lead with it. The angle at which I'm sat watching this, it looked for a minute as if that was a case of Isaac could have left it and it could have gone for the back attack. With a much better view from that angle. Isaac plucking that one out of the sky, wasn't he? As it was set specially for him. And Anderson crushing that one to the line. Really good swing and really well captured. That's a prime example of how difficult it is to stop the backcourt pipe when it is operated like that. Many believe that it was Brazil who invented it, but I've been reliably informed by former USA international Paul Sunderland, that was actually invented by the USA teams back in the day, in the 80s, when they were in practice and wanted to run a quicker attack. They were trying it way back then, but it has to be said, it's Brazil who are the masters of it. USA certainly not far behind them. That one's off the block and away. Oh, that's gonna sting. Oh, I can feel that from here. Tell you what, Adair's done well to shrug that off. Oh, luckily it was on the back of his hand, but even so, there's lots of nerves there. That's still gonna sting. And the angle too tight. Yes, it is. It won't come back. Brendel tried hard, but a very good change-up from the USA on that serve by Christensen. You in a bit of trouble. William rescues the ball. That's really well played to get out to Evandro. And then Russell hits the 10. That's the one thing that the USA do well that other teams don't do as well. And the fact they've got Russell, Sander and Anderson who can all hit the 10. They can all hit the pipe as well. Whereas for Brazil, very rarely will you see Maurizio or Lucarelli or Lipe hit the 10 ball. Concentrate predominantly on hitting the pipe ball. Shoji saw it coming. Couldn't stop it though. Technical timeout, USA leading by 3 and by 1 set to love. In what is a must-win match for them in their bid to stay in this competition.
Agora passe B, esperou legal, ele veio para 5, tava ali e não deu. Ok, não tem problema. Tá? Bora rodar primeiro aqui e buscar no saque.
Next time through, one real. I'm done. 1, 2, 3. USA! Keep working hard in trans, baby. Keep working hard in trans. Let's go. Let's go.
Sander. It's all good for the USA. They're keeping that 3-point margin. Mauricio didn't know where that ball had gone once it hit him. Once the ball goes into the middle and you're a wing blocker, you've either got to help out or you've got to get in a position to try and play defense, and Russell could do neither. He decided not to help out. There's no way he was going to make the dig. He was still moving once it was hit by Isaac. Oh, what a set by Christensen. Speed of that ball into the middle, sublime. Thought just occurred to me, probably occurred to most of you before now. If the USA go 2-0 up, does Bernardinho take his second 6 off and bring on the regular starters? Well, we'll find out, won't we? Depending on the outcome of this set. Nice cover by Shoji. Good hustle in defense by Brazil. Oh, that's nice. Douglas gets that one to the line. Starting to grow into this game now, Douglas. Grow into his position as a swing hitter. One day, he'll be hoping to be the primary swing hitter for Brazil.
Now he got that high, 14 got that high flat to the corner, but remember that was a wide set against, you know, it was.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I missed that.
Well, he's going to come back around to that, so. All right.
Hey, one side out right here. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
USA. Let's go. Battle back here now.
So a solid block out from Russell. Well, it hit Anderson's foot and the floor. And it hit it very hard. Well, no, it hit his knee, didn't it? Then hit the floor. What a swing from Ivandro. Superb hang and bang. Taylor Sander. Nobody deep enough for the ball off the block. Russell could have done with being a couple of feet further back on the baseline. He's up too close, isn't he? And as a result, they're unable to get the ball into trans, as the USA call it. What a play from Ivandro. Held his ground, shoved the big paw out, got something on the ball, and then got into position early as a result. He makes this touch, and then straight away he's ready to go and swing on the ball, and he swings hard, and he gets it right through the arms of Sander. One brutally hard hit after another on both sides of the net. And it's Brazil who've turned this set around now, leading by 2, as Mauricio delivers. Slight mishit from Douglas. Ronaldinho may well be saying to him, OK, missed the serve, make up for it now with a decent ball in. Then you move on to the next thing. Oh, Brendel turned like a pretzel. Well, Anderson's missed the baseline. I thought he'd got it for a second. The longer Brazil stay in front in this set, the more of a worry it will be for the USA. Adair. Sweet swing from Sander. Oh, that's a big block, isn't it? To level things up. Isaac's 2 meters and 5. And the commit block from USA captain denying him. 1 point separates the teams at the technical timeout. It's Brazil who have the lead, but it's the USA who have the 1-0 advantage.
Keep it on him like that with a flow down 5. You know? Okay. Hey, row 1. Oh, boys. It's pretty even right now. Okay, it's pretty even right now, but I think it's going to be a... Let's commit on it. Okay, and you guys be good on your guy on the pins. Okay, be good on your guy on the pins. Okay, you're not... Okay, feel...
Ei, ele fica ligado.
Ei.
Deixa eu dar uma abraçada nessa aqui. Não precisa mexer braço. Não vai dar pra
aqui, beleza? Dá o bola, tá com ele, vem pra cá, bate, ele não fica pra longe a bola vai embora. Do jeito que você tá indo lá, vamos um pouquinho melhor. Chega um pouquinho melhor, porque aquele lá, ele não é mais bom.
Teams within teams for the USA. John Sparrow having a word with David Lee, whilst the assistant coach for the USA, Matt Furbringer, having a chat with the team. Good up by William. Now Williams back row, he tried to put a block up, trying to fool the USA, but they knew what was going on. Lee with the serve. It's Brazil who take the point. That was excellent. Sander made that pass, I'll say pass in the loosest sense of the word, it was a dig, and then he has to get his feet set and come steaming in again. No time to admire it, knew what his next job was after he'd done that first job, and that was the split second the ball had left his arms. Lovely ace serve from Anderson. It wasn't about the pace that time, it was all about the direction. And with USA in front, Bernardinho calls a timeout.
Parar no entra, não fica normal. Esquece. Atenção. Atenção, só o seguinte. Pode sequência ali, tá? É pra cima a bola, tá? Bola alta, primeira prioridade nossa. Lá, tá? A bola trabalhou bem aqui. Ó, de novo lá, tá? Tá pra cima, o cara virar de Limeira. Boa, boa, boa.
Imagine having the luxury of being able to tip from that high. William will get to it. Douglas with some work to do. Oh dear. Kind of felt that might happen. Brazilian players hoping it wouldn't. The USA players very happy it did. Great, really great. Going to the middle in transition. This really is a masterclass from the USA, isn't it? They're pulling out all the stops. Wow. Somehow creeps through the arms of Douglas.
Sequência pro Anderson. Olha o que eu disse, joga ali, joga no cara na prática, dele um triple, joga lá, mas deixa jogar. O cara de salto ali dá de toque, não tem problema não. Tá bom, vambora. Bora.
Vamos sair da sequência. Vai rodar e vai buscar esse set. Capricha mais aqui pra sair da sequência, vai.
Well, this is a worry for the USA because Aaron Russell has just limped off the court. William Green Priddy has taken his place. 38 years of age, the veteran has still got a leap on him. Oh, what a block that is by Holt as he leaps with Isaac. USA now 21-17 up, 4 points away from taking the set. Matt Ferbringer, the assistant coach, was saying, guys, you've got to commit in the middle. And they've done that a couple of times now for big points. top serving, followed by a really good overpass hit from Pretty. Well, we've got a challenge coming for foot fault for the backcourt player. Although I ended up having to watch the monitor for that rally as USA's number 9, Troy, decided to wander in and stand up outside of his official subs bench area. He's moved back now, though, because the only way to see any challenge is on the big screen. But you can only see that if you're at the end of the court and further away. And here's a big net touch as the USA go up to block. So a really good challenge from Bernardinho with his... well, I wouldn't say he's got eyes like a hawk, because when he hasn't got his glasses on, he can't see further than a few inches in front of his nose. He does need them, but he certainly spotted that, didn't he? Continuation attack from Pretty. And again, Christensen goes middle in transition, and Holt has absolutely crushed the ball. He's in a good position, really good movement. Holt gets past that 3-meter line, and then he can come back in and swing with impunity. Brazil come back with their trademark backcourt pipe. And they have the side out, but for the USA now, a couple of side outs themselves, and they'll be 2-0 up. This time, 2 players committing with Holt, and then Adair comes back through the middle from the set of Bruno. Brazil take the point. You don't get 2 points for hitting it hard. It's just got to hit the floor or go off the block and out of play, or off a player and out of play. And the feather arm from Holt brings up set point now for the USA. Well, left by Brendel. That was close. There's going to be a challenge. So it could be ace serve 2-0 USA, or it could just be, as it is, side out Brazil. It's still in the set. It's side out Brazil, still in the set. Douglas with the serve. Not the most reliable of servers for Brazil. He's got a really whippy arm as he gets through the ball. USA will have to be careful. And they were careful, they got the ball in. Lee puts it away. It's 2-0 to the USA. It's the perfect start for them, isn't it? They need one more set. And they can only allow Brazil to get one set if they are going to go through to the semi-finals. The teams will take an extended break as they head to the changing rooms. Bernardinho has some thinking to do. Does he keep the same 6 on, or does he bring his starters back in? All will be revealed after we've seen the highlights. Some vital statistics for you. Make of them what you will. The only line that matters for those of you supporting the USA is that top line. USA 2, Brazil 0. Error rate's low, that's good to see. Both teams focused, working hard. But it's the USA's hard work. And you always know USA are always going to work hard. That's their trademark, isn't it, really? That workman-like performance. They give it everything. Not the most flamboyant of players when you look at other players and other teams, but they do get the job done. Well, Aaron Russell's leading the way, but that may well change. I think he'll be quite pleased of the extended break, so he can go back and they can check out what was causing him to limp. It's Evandro who's up there, but it's Mauricio who's the best attacker for Brazil at the moment. teams are back out onto court having a little pepper, which is the terminology for dig, set, smash between two players, or sometimes now even between three. Minutes to go before we have set number 3. And a fascinating scenario now in front of us. The USA have 2 of the required 3 sets they need to win the match. But they have to win the match 3-0 or 3-1 in order to not only beat Brazil, but put them on 3 points. That would mean Brazil, Italy, and the USA all have 3 points. But because Brazil beat Italy 3-0, and Italy beat the USA 3-1, the way it would work out would be that if the USA win 3-0 or 3-1, they would have a better sets ratio than Italy, and Italy would finish 3rd. That would put Brazil through top, and the USA through in 2nd. If it's 3-2 to the USA, then Brazil go through top, and Italy go through 2nd. So Russell is not fit to play. Set number 3, Priddy is on court for the USA. And the only change that Brazil have made is Douglas is off, but number 12, Lipe, is on. And those of you that are watching in the UK and like your Doctor Who will perhaps recognise Lipe as the old master from the days of Tom Baker and co. Play from William, front court, allowed to get up and block. Well, that's a good cut though from Anderson. And so, first point goes the way of the USA. No question, William is a world-class setter. And you get the feeling that actually if he was playing and the first 6 were on, as it were, the result's probably just the same for Brazil in terms of the wins they have and being as good as they are. Mind you, saying that, even though they are 2-0 down, it's not to do with Williams' distribution, it's to do with the execution of the hitting. It's going to be a challenge. Did that touch the block? Brazil certainly think so. It's an interesting scenario, isn't it? Aside from who Bernardinho is putting on court, but both coaches, with both teams going to the Olympic Games, and the fact that we have this tournament, caught the little finger, have this tournament with just a matter of weeks before the Olympic Games. You have the Olympic cycle, teams change, players change, you're building up to go to the Olympic Games. How do you prepare? What do you do? What do the coaches do? But, the Ashley Trodden coach in the UK asked a very good question about how do you peak, how do you taper performances in time for that with this competition? Have the teams come here as good as they're going to get? Are the coaches still tinkering with lineups, with players even? I think it's fair to say for the USA, they have their 12. They've only come with 12, the USA. They haven't brought 14. They've brought the 12 that are going to the Olympic Games. And from that, you get the feeling that They very much have that focus. They are building towards that. This is very much a part of that. In the team unity, the way they train, the way that they're traveling. For all the teams that are here, they'd like to walk away from it as winners. That's for sure. And also bragging rights heading into the Olympics for those that are going, which is everybody bar Serbia, incredibly. Nice work from Priddy. That's where brain meets brawn, and brain won. Nothing between the two teams so far in this third set. Great reactions by Shoji. It's just incredible sometimes to comprehend, let alone put into words. Look at that. What a serve under massive pressure. Gets the ball in play and then completely out of system. Get it all the way over the other side of court, and Anderson hammers it home. Oh, it's an illegal attack. Priddy came flying in, but he towed the line. Lippe. Well, it's very difficult, isn't it, to stop somebody like Eder, especially when you're as teeny tiny as William. He goes up, makes a good block, and then Eder goes, have some of that. He was lucky not to hurt himself. And I know you shouldn't laugh at it, but the important thing watching that, and those of you that are coaching, those of you that are middle blockers, you see a lot now with players just running in and trying to get across laterally, but if you don't post that outside foot, get it pointing back to the net, then you're always going to be smashing into your outside hitter, your opposite player or your setter, as opposed to going straight up and then being able to get straight across the net. So Brazil have the lead, but it's the USA who are up by 2-0.
All right, so we've had a few scoring opportunities. We're going to get more, okay? Let's make sure we cover up, take care of a couple other extra little things, and we'll prolong those rallies. Hey, you guys, my guys. Remember, Yvonne, a little bit on a system like that, he goes even sharper. His tendency becomes... What's that?
Agora pra cima, vamos trabalhar essa bola alta e voltar. Estamos fazendo, tá? A bola chegou alta, então vamos pra frente dos caras, tá? Proximidade ele, não esquecer que a bola vai.
Adair ready to serve for Brazil. USA saying that ball was dug, but the trouble is you cannot challenge ball up, ball down. So they're going to call a let. Well, that's really well played by the referees, actually. First referee thought it was down, but he didn't have a good view. The second referee's had a little chat and said, actually, I think it was up, or I said it was up. And that's what volleyball's about. That's a really good decision. They have the do-over. The replay. Adair goes again. Oh dear. Well, Adair was just a little bit too close to the line. In fact, he's all over the line. Tell you what, there's only certain clubs he'd be able to play for, Adair, wasn't there, if he wants to jump serve, because he throws that ball so high, it'd be into the ceiling. He fancies some clubs. Easy leave by Maurizio. William goes back to serve. Evandro comes into the front row. It's Brazil's biggest lineup now with Maurizio, Isaac and Evandro. Little screen being put up that William will serve over, which he gets away with. For the set to Sander was a little too audacious by Christensen. And it was never high enough for him to do what he wanted. So now the USA call timeout.
We're just going to start shooting. So in the first two sets, they set 19 that first ball in row one, which is the next row, okay, when we got out there. But they didn't set them again. So I want you to stay and help out a little bit on the next time through. Okay, in row one.
Hey, let's go, we got it, let's go! USA!
That's where the stats and the live stats information that's being provided by the crew around the court and fed back to the team is so important. It gives them real-time information. And as I said, Maurizio was getting the ball in a particular place. He's not getting any more, but just be able to help out when they have the ball. Ball has been given as in. Williams saying, yeah, it's in, even though the line judge said it was out. Yeah, it was way in, wasn't it? I just think, and even Lipe is pointing as in. Line judge slightly having his view obscured by Lipe. Good dig by Lee. Just held his ground, said, come on then. Is that it? Dug your best. But he couldn't dig Evandro's. USA have got to find a way back into this one. Well, as good as Brazil are at football, it doesn't transcend to all the volleyball players. I reckon Sergio might have got that, or even Brendel. Bruno would have done, and William. After that, gets a little bit more tricky. Lucarelli as well probably would have got it. And as it is, USA have the point. Anderson with the serve. Perfect pass from Shoji. Oh, that's a good up by Maurizio. Good screen by Lipe. Oh, this is volleyball of the highest quality. Oh, brilliant by William. Mauricio's back row, so he can't have a swing. Anderson can, though, because he was in a position in which to do so. And it's the USA who take the point. That, by far, the best rally of this match so far. Just full on, total commitment to the attack and in defense on both sides. Look at that by William, that's amazing. Getting the flipper, but in the end it's Anderson who gets the point. Oh dear, that's twice now, USA, 2 in a row. They failed to make Brazil play the ball and letting him off the hook, giving them an opportunity to go back and serve without having to work for it. Evandro. They had plenty of heat, but it was lacking in accuracy. That's another ball that lands in. Evandro replies in kind. Felipe getting instructions from Bernardinho as to where to put this ball. Christensen has been called for playing the ball on the side of Brazil. There's no... Well, he's saying he didn't actually touch the ball. That's a tricky one, isn't it, to call? Looked like he did to all intents and purposes. Lipe will serve again. USA have it back. What they need to wrestle back now is the lead. Christensen. Ooh, just creeps over, they get the point! An ace serve courtesy of the net. Eder could do nothing about it, and the USA now are just one behind. Oh, it's always a cruel blow to either side when that happens. But you can bet your bottom dollar that every team will take it when they're given it. That's touch Brendel, USA are level, and it's very much game on again here. And look at that, Bernardinho's going to call timeout. Brendel didn't want it, didn't know what to do.
Mais de cima, dá um passo antes, cara. Sentiu que ela vai ali, vai no passe. Já foi. foi.
Vambora, botar essa mão
Foi,
no chão.
foi.
Vai.
Parar aqui. Tá? Rodar agora. Ei, não se deixe pra rodar. Ei, op. Atenção, vai. Não se deixe pra rodar. Passa
Variação, hein? Tem variação também, não vamos esquecer.
Not graceful, is it, at times? So the players return from the court once again as it's technical timeout. Brazil leading by 1 point.
Who's serving us right now?
We got Maddie on 7 here.
We have Andrew.
Get that, huh?
We're going 3, Taylor up.
Yep. Okay, good.
Hey, I want on the left.
Menino aqui, ele rolar. Porque assim, uma bola de ponta aqui, uma bola um pouco mais alta. Vai ficar na vamos todo mundo pra cá com o William, tá certo? Todo mundo pra cá com ele ali, tá? Rodando bem?
Rodando bem, William.
Todo mundo, tá? Todo mundo com o
Defesa,
tá legal?
His rotations come around quickly, hasn't it, from when he last had that serve where he towed the line. USA can ill afford those kind of errors. Just wonder how it affects the mindset of the USA. They know what they have to do. They know they don't want to let Brazil get any more than one set. And then when you're 2 up, you then find yourself a point back and make an error like that, you're very grateful when Brazil give you a point back. That's another point for Brazil. Well, William found himself playing at 6, but he wasn't quick enough to go after the ball. Oh, brilliant blocking by Anderson. If Andrew one-on-one, you'd have expected him to put that one away. Look at that big spread block a la Phil Dalhouser on the beach for the USA by Anderson. Now there is nothing in it. 18 all, and USA have got such a good chance here. At the end of the day, you can only play the team that is in front of you. And if Brazil want to put this team in front of them, And it's up to the USA to go and beat them. They're doing their best to make that happen. 0.2 of a second to react to that swing. Brazil have sneaked in front. Maurizio now with the serve. This is a test of the USA side out. Shoji pops that one up on a silver platter. It might come back though. It does come back. Off ball. Chance again for the USA. Oh, it's a miss hit from Anderson. He just swung a little too early. That's not what the USA wanted to see or wanted to happen. And so John Speror calls timeout.
Where are they going to be the next row?
Here we go.
It's going to be in row 2. It's been Frank and Ivandro row.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say we stick with it. Matt, are you still up front? Next row?
Go to next.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, Micah, in that next row, I mean, I kind of see ball going to Lipe here, so I want you to stay good on your guy. Okay, stay good on your guy, okay?
Yeah, baby.
All right, here we go.
Hey, 1, 2, 3. USA. Let's do it, huh?
Not that many blocks. Those are blocks for points, not block touches. Well, the same number of aces as block points. That's a great dig by Brendel. And then Lipe delivers at 4. It's not looking so good now for the USA. 21-18 Brazil. They put the ball into transition and then take the point. Anderson makes that look easy. Lipe was already off. He knew where it was going to go. Just went a little bit too far past the point of impact. Just when you need him to be able to deliver, Anderson has just gone off the boil, hasn't he? Speror, well, he's showing no emotion, as good coaches do in these situations. Well, it's another error, is it? No. Been given as in. Line judge said out. First referee, Mr. Chiang Liu, saying no, that was in. No complaints from Brazil. Pretty now for the USA. That's an incredible angle from Ivandro. In fact, it was so good, he's going to get subbed out. Mind you, he came in on that angle and no one took it away from him. No one fronted up. Double substitution, Bruno's in, Wallace is in. Oh, lovely. Christensen with a double bluff. Looked like he was going to go over, went back to set and then threw it down, and Adair didn't know what to do. And Bruno can't reciprocate in kind because he's back row. Which is generally what setters like to do when one setter goes over on two, the other one comes back with his version. Massive commit block in the middle from Lee. It's getting tense on court, it's getting exciting. Bruno apologises to Dad for setting Adair in the middle. But look at that now, 22-23. Brazil called timeout.
Vou escutar aqui que eu vi.
Já foi. Atenção. Só atenção, atenção. Ele vai vir ali firme, atenção na mexida. Atenção a fita ali, tá legal? Tá com calma lá. Bora. Junto.
Vai, porra!
Holt with the serve for the USA. What a pickup by Sander. Michael Christensen getting some height. Felipe gets dug. Sander's got to work really hard. Did he catch a block? They think he did. There's going to be a challenge. Bruno's smiling, as if to say, nothing really. Let's see whether it touched somebody. Wallace is saying no. They're all saying no. Oh, there was a touch. It was Wallace. Anderson just looking through the net. Yeah, you did touch it really, didn't you? Yeah. Wallace goes, yeah, I did. Yeah. So 23 all now. I'll tell you what, two ace serves from Holt would go down a treat, wouldn't they? Oh, that looked close. There's going to be a challenge on that. We're sat on the baseline. That looked quite close. And the Polish commentator who sat pretty much on the line as well, he was thinking, oh yeah, that looks close. How close? That close! It's in! It is an ace serve from Holt. They've got one of the two he would dearly love to get. And that's all to do with how the ball is impacted down on the floor from the speed and power of that serve. The total tracking technology that's in use here. Wow. Match point for the USA. Saved by Adair. And now it's a 2-point game. 2 points required by Brazil to take the set. 2 points required by the USA to take the match and book their place in the semi-finals. Lipe. Oh no! It caught Anderson! It was going out! And Lipe has skittled Anderson. Oh my days. Have you ever seen anything like it? Set point Brazil. Oh, there was silence as everyone held their collective breath as to whether it was in or out. And Bernardinho says, oh, I've got nothing to lose here, I'm going to challenge that. They've had a challenge go against them, haven't they? In terms of ball in out. Now, what's this one going to do? And that one is out. They're all square. The USA will need to win 2 points from service. If they're going to take this match. Christensen. Wallace gets slowed down. There's going to be a swing for match point here. And it's a massive net touch. Maurizio getting smashed into the net. Adair again, he smashed William into the net. And now he's smashed Maurizio into the net. And it's match point number 2 for the USA. Well, they haven't had a swing for it yet, but they may well get something here from the serve. They would like to do that, wouldn't they? Christensen, first and foremost in. Make Brazil play it. Oh, huge size everywhere, and especially for those of you watching and supporting the USA, no doubt. Another match point is saved. Adair now for Brazil, and they've got one big server after another to come back to the serving line. It's a huge serve from Adair. They don't miss, do they? But they are going to challenge, I think, whether or not there was a foot fault. I can't believe they're challenging a net fault. There is no net fault, it's got to be foot fault. There we go. He did look quite close to it. How close? Close enough to have touched it? No, he wasn't. No fault, ace serve Adair. And it's another set point for Brazil. Huge block from Wallace. Brazil take the set. USA lead 2-1. But that is it now for the USA. They cannot allow Brazil to win another. Well, they'll be going home. Well, they had their chances, but only from serve. The USA, and they couldn't convert. And it's Brazil who take the set 28-26. What a game. Statistics from set 3. Well, that's the downfall for the USA, wasn't it? 5 errors, and actually, without wishing to be harsh, most of them came from Anderson right at the wrong time. That was the block from Wallace to finish the set. Thought Anderson might have cut to the line. Probably wishes he had now. I'm not sure what to make of this. Let's see, get ready for the start of set number 4. The USA have made changes. And Troy has come in. Jeschke has come in. Anderson's off. Pretty is off. William with the serve for Brazil. Jeschke puts the ball down straight away. Great start for him. Shows he was up to game speed, is up to game speed. So a nice swing from Troy. Troy with his first serve of this World League Finals. Isaac. Well, everybody was there and watching. Nobody wanted to actually stop it from hitting the floor. Bit of a wild swing from Troy. Well, that was a shame. Shows you just stood there. Made a super dig. And the USA making a net touch. brilliant. Christensen out of position, but came in and just said, well, I can hit, so I'll hit. See where he was having to go from, and then comes out of a sea of traffic and puts it away. Well played, Christensen again. Make the dig, got it back into play, and Jeschke was too far into court. Someone needs to be patrolling on that baseline. Nobody was. Well, that could have well been Mauricio's. I think that was nicked by Isaac, unintentionally. Either way, 8-6 up, Brazil have the lead.
Yeah. Fight for some points here.
Scrap a little bit here.
Help out row one a little bit, okay? Now 17 gets set, take his cross. Okay?
Keep signing out, guys. Keep signing out, keep fighting. You don't have to have
One time, never.
Você, não, Maurício. Olha que
Well, Troy got that one right in the schnoz for the continuation block. I'm not sure he saw it coming after that, as it went straight past him. Overpass, dispatched. Don't get any easier than that. That's off the block and into the antenna. Evandro will get the point. Brazil keep their lead. So at 11-8 up, it's the USA who call timeout.
Max, you're gonna go on 2 here. Okay, who's got 17? Is that you, Tay? Or is that John? Tommy. Get on him, make him hit line, get in that angle a little bit. Murph, you're in a good spot, ready for a big, and then get down your guy. Okay, let's go, Murph. Oh, USA! Go!
Brilliant serve, Jeski with no chance. Just have to admire that serve, don't you? It's interesting watching that, seen that a lot in this tournament with jump servers when you have this rotation, which is rotation 5, serving that ball over the middle blocker, down towards the front court swing hitter, because their view's restricted at times by the middle blocker who has to stay on that side, and then you've got the setter who's also blocking a little bit of room, a little bit of view. Murphy Troy with the serve. It's been described as having a Clayton Stanley-esque jump serve. And he's got the overpass. Jeski puts it away. And as Murphy Troy goes a whooping and a hollering back to the serving line, he'll get to have another go. There you go, his trademark whoa.
Você faz? Tira ela. O risco é pra cá, não pra lá. É melhor vir um B, bem menos tal do que lá. Então assim, chegou bem ela aqui, tira ela. Sem pressão de lado, sem pegar pela proteção. Tá legal? Pra não ter esse risco. Tá? Vamos.
Só essa, 3 pra frente.
That was some serve, wasn't it, from Murphy Troy, the way he stood there, the way he got ready. Is he ready again? Big serve, but it's well passed by Brazil. Although Holt stayed up in the air and was able to make sure that one didn't come over. However, it didn't land in court, did it? So it's Brazil who have the serve with Isaac. Good pick up by Troy off a really acute angle, and Jeski gets block out. Brilliant pickup. And a very clever hit, sending that ball into infinity. Just have to love the way that these guys come in on these A-quicks. Adair looks like he's in the air already. Pretty much was, wasn't he? His arms were up. How can you miss that? You can't as a setter, can you? It's just begging to have the ball put into the zone. And Adair puts it away. Brazil lead by 3. Evandro once again. That'll do nicely for Sander. Tay, as he's known. The trouble is he just hasn't had that much, it hasn't been used that often, has he? Normally you see him popping up here, there and everywhere. Not quite been the case. Brazil's serving has been brutal. Halt now for the USA. That's into the block. So play continues. It's into the block again, but play certainly does not continue as the ball hits the floor. Well, at the technical timeout, it's Brazil who have the lead.
We are going to win this game, guys. Keep our heads up, play like it.
Você ficou tudo colado ali, é bom, voltou assim, da 4 de mim, entendeu?
Vamos pisar nos caras, vamos lá, vai!
Lippe. Oh, William gets a block. And again, but that one doesn't lands in court. Well, that would have been a bit embarrassing for Tay Sander. Getting blocked by the smallest player. Look at that, off of his head. All counts as one action. Just brilliant. Absolutely spectacular from William. He's in trouble. He's got his running shoes on, chasing this one down. And what does he do? I know, I'll dig to the middle. But great thinking from Adair as well to go up and be available for that. Quality. They are not giving up, they are not giving in. And that's a top swing from Troy. Well, Shoji wishes he hadn't played it. I think he thought it might have been going out. You just don't get the time to react, do you? In fact, wishing he made a better contact on the ball. William now with the serve. That sends Evandro into the front row. Good leak by Jeschke. Great block by David Lee. You have to commit when you have Isaac coming in like that. And then that's it's too late. Lippe is able to swing free. Douglas is in. Andro's certainly settled into his role as an opposite player, giving Wallace a run for his money, showing us all exactly what he can do. Isaac. More whooping and hollering from Murphy Troy. He places volleyball here in Poland for Trefli Gdansk. Touches 360 in the spike, 350 in the block. There's evidence with that spike. Brazil are going to make their double substitution. Wallace and Bruno in, William, Evandro out. Nowhere for Wallace to go. USA just 2 behind. Oh, Lippe could only tip. No one could react quickly enough. Great reactions. Christensen going up. He was in all sorts of trouble off of that pass, wasn't he? But he's able to turn it into a point for the USA. They have the serve now. He will be going back to pick the ball up to serve. It was like a moment of stillness then as Adair went up and just opened up his arms and then let loose on the ball.
All it takes is one side up first, get on the run.
Yeah, I mean walls, yeah. All walls. All right, so next rotation, it's going to be about middle of the court and back, okay? Probably about middle of the court, all right? You got that? Side out, middle of the court. Here we go.
Come on, guys.
1, 2, 3, USA.
So Tay Sander goes off. Matthew Anderson comes in. He waits behind the line. He then drags his right toe before stepping over the line, ready to serve. Shoji keeps it in play. And that one has been touched, has it? Indeed it has, off the block as it went out. And now it's match point, or set point, I should say, but I guess in the context of things, it's match point. Because if Brazil take this, USA's chances of making the semi-finals come to an abrupt halt. They're going to have a swing for the set. Douglas. Oh, well patrolled by Shoji. Well patrolled by Lipe. But it's Douglas who puts the ball down. It's Brazil who take the set and level the match at 2-2. And it's the USA who will not be going through to the semi-finals. Confirmation of the score. Brazil taking it 25-21. We're heading into a decider, but as far as Brazil are concerned, they will be going through to the semi-finals in top spot. It will be Italy who will be going through in second place. The USA will be going home. Some statistics for you from that set. A bitter pill to swallow for the USA, and for those of you watching, supporting the USA. But if anything, though, the USA will want to walk away from this having beaten Brazil. Because I guess, even though they're out of the tournament now, heading into the Olympic Games, beating Brazil just gives them a little bit of confidence. Although for the captain, David Lee, still very, very disappointed as he makes his way to the subs area. They did have their opportunities, the USA. There's no question about 2 match points, but only from serve. Didn't engineer a swing for the game. So more changes. Smith's come in through the middle. He's going to take a rest. Jeschke stays on, Troy stays on. And what is now a race to 15 points to see who'll win the match. Sander with the serve. Decent serve as well. Well, what a set that is from Ivandro from way off the court. Libe keeps it in. Oh, good dig. With it too high for Smith, but that was all part of the plan, wasn't it? I'll just do a little reverse block for you to set it out wide for Jeschke to go block out. Looking for touches. Now, was that a good bluff from the USA? Because they all said they didn't touch it. Bernardino hasn't called the challenge. He's just having a go at Douglas instead for making the error. Jeschke gets the overpass put away. Well, you get the feeling, don't you, that Brazil, they know they've done enough there through top of the group. Regardless, they've taken the 2 sets they needed.
Não existe, gente. Ah, não existe, cara. Quebra a gente aqui, pô.
Senta não, galera.
Senta assim no tie-break.
Finalzinho, galera. Vai.
Bora, galera, bora!
However, Bernardino still calling the timeout. He wants the win. Good up. That might come back. Oh, that's so unlucky. Sander going after that. And it was a mixture of wanting to keep the ball off the floor, but also not wanting to bang his head into the advertising hoardings. Who touched that last? Brazil did. There's just no let-up in the power from the serve from either side, making it a very bruising encounter for all the receivers. And also the blockers as well, as that one is pummeled off the hands and out of play by Murphy Troy. Well left by Brazil. Nicely played, but that is exactly what you'd expect from your outside hitter, drawing the blockers in, tipping it to the line. There's Evandro when you need it. Smith hitting down on that ball. Just about getting it over the net. And Lipe getting it in the face. So we have the end change because USA have got to 8 points first. Have a look at the highlights so far. I know that this is being watched all over the world. And I know some of you watching in the Philippines, where it's 5 o'clock in the morning, staying up to watch this one. And it's an absolute cracker, isn't it? Especially for the neutral. Which way is going to go? It's going to be for an interesting interview, isn't it, if the USA win, knowing that they're out of the tournament. Come the post-match interview and even the post-match press conference. It's a very different kind of scenario, both teams here, with the USA being out, as it were, playing pretty carefree and just playing their volleyball, knowing that this tournament is over for them, regardless of the outcome, finding themselves 10-8 up. Smith goes back to serve, but for the players themselves, though, it's their chance on court. It's their opportunity to impress the coach and stake a claim for a first 6 place with what will be their next competition, which is the Olympic Games. And Murphy Troy doing a good job of that, isn't he? As he makes that block, and Brazil call the timeout.
favor, é 10 vezes que eu falo a mesma coisa. Bota a mãozinha pra frente dele, fica lá. Tá?
Galera, vamos na dificuldade aqui, vamos junto buscar isso aqui. Vamos com tudo buscar isso aqui junto.
Evandro! Você pede ela alta. Não, caixinha, não agarra ela.
Vai,
tá?
vai, junto agora, valeu, vamos sair de novo.
Isaac with that big swing through the middle. It's an incredible talent that they have in terms of middle blockers when you've got Lucas and Souza. Well, Lucas and Adair. Souza been playing through the outside, and then you've got Isaac as well. It's just brutal, isn't it? Isaac 205, Adair 205, Maurizio 209, and Lucas Satkamp 209. And you add in Evandro at 207. This is a Brazilian team reminiscent of Russian teams of days gone by, with players all over 2 meters tall. But it's Brazil trailing at the moment. USA are 3 points away from victory. Nice up from William. And Evandro gets that off the block and out of play from Jeski's touch. Brazil now just one behind. USA call the timeout.
There we go.
Yeah, this next row is really even. This next row is really, are you front row?
That's my fault.
Actually, this next row is really even. If you read or commit it, you do as you want. You go get on that line, and outside you go get...
13 right here, let's go.
Okay, go get Lipe's.
Hey, I know, right here. Let's go. USA, let's go. Get this.
Some real-time stats and literally just saying you've got to make a decision. It's even in terms of what they've been doing on this rotation with their side out. So it's up to you where you go. But they do know what's coming. The question is going to be a bit of a guess as to which one it's going to be, isn't it? But what they do in transition, it's going to be Isaac with the serve. Top ball in from Shoji, but nowhere for Holt to go. Evandro and Adair stacking up on him. Such a good read from Evandro. You're under that much pressure, time pressure, especially with Jeski trying to come in from the outside as well. All square then, Isaac with the serve. It's another big block. And the USA call timeout.
Let's stick this basket. You take something off it. Let's really make sure we stick this thing. Here we go, guys. Come on.
1, 2, 3. USA.
Hey, everything on the court right now. We're not taking anything. Let's go.
Thomas.
He's right up there, but you're hitting down into the block. And look at that, it was several touches, but all deemed to be part of one action. Denies Holt. Unforced error. And it's now match point for Brazil. That's a top dig from Douglas. Ivandro over the top, good angle, but Shoji reads it. And Troy is put down and Brazil can celebrate. They've won the match by 3-2. And in so doing, they top the group. And it's the USA who finish bottom and will be going home. Well, celebrations all round from all the